There are endless ways to play with colour in a kitchen, and really it all comes down to what you love the look and feel of most. But I wanted to share a few more colour combinations, ones that I've seen done beautifully over recent years and that might give you some inspiration for your own space. As always, we'll look at what makes each one work and some things to keep in mind if you're thinking of trying them yourself. Kicking things off with green and cream. Green and cream, or sage and beige, as I like to struggle to say. This is such a calming, timeless pairing, soft, subtle, and almost a little bit nostalgic feeling, but still quite current at the moment. Green has that gentle, slightly muted quality that works perfectly with warm neutrals, especially beige or cream tones. It feels fresh, but never stark. And green pairs beautifully with natural textures like timber, linen, or stone. What makes this combination work so well is its softness. Nothing feels harsh or overly contrasted. You get colour, but it still feels light and neutral at the same time. Soft sage cabinets, creamy walls, and touches of brass. It feels relaxed and elegant all at once. If you're going for this palette, pay attention to the undertones. You can get colder looking greens, and if your green is on the colder side, maybe consider a slightly warmer cream or beige to go with it. Having that subtle warmth stops the room from feeling too flat or cold, unless that's what you're going for. Pastel tones. Pastel tones seem to have made a quiet comeback recently. They're playful but still soft and refined when used well. Think muted shades of blush, peach, powder blue, or even lavender used together or paired with whites and warm woods. It's a lovely way to bring personality into your kitchen, either subtly with some light neutrals mixed to help make it feel more sophisticated, or you can really lean into it and colour drench your kitchen with pastel tones to give you something more characterful and intentional, but not overly saturated and bold. This palette also works beautifully in smaller kitchens. It keeps things feeling open and airy, but still full of fun. Just keep in mind how your lighting will affect the color. Pastels can shift a lot depending on whether you have warm or cool light. So it's very important to try the exact color out in your space and light at different times of the day before committing to it. Dark and light. This one's a classic for a reason. That contrast between darker cabinetry and lighter walls or worktops creates instant depth and visual interest. It can also create a great way to zone different parts of your kitchen, maybe dark base units with lighter uppers or a deep toned island to ground the space. It's a look that can swing modern or classic depending on the materials and finishes that you choose. Darker shades like black, navy, charcoal or forest green can add weight and drama, while the lighter tones help keep everything balanced and bright. Just remember, if your kitchen's on the smaller side or doesn't get much light and you're a little bit worried it's getting too dark, keep those darker tones below eye level. That way it still feels open rather than too heavy. Mixing in metallics. Considered metallic finishes are a nice way to elevate a space. They add warmth, texture, and a hint of sophistication. Brass, copper, bronze, they all bring this soft richness that works beautifully with darker hues like navy or deep green, but also looks amazing against light neutrals for a cleaner, brighter feel. Brushed or aged finishes tend to feel a bit softer and more timeless than the high sheen chrome metallics, which can sometimes feel a little glam if overused. And if you can, repeat your metal choices in a few places, like a matching brass tap with brass pendants or stool details. It helps everything feel pulled together and more intentional. The trick here is restraint. A few touches go a long way. An island, a few upper cabinets, or even a little less with just some handles, taps, lighting fixtures, or shelf brackets. Enough to add depth, but not too much that it's going to steal the show. Earthy tones. And finally, the palette that's becoming more and more popular recently, earthy tones. There's just something so grounding and comforting about it. Think greens, terracottas, browns, beiges, warm whites, and wood finishes all layered together. It's a combination that feels calm, natural, and incredibly warm, and it works across so many different styles, from rustic to modern and minimal. Clay-toned cabinets, oak shelves, and a warm stone island. It feels rich, but not overwhelming, and it's the kind of space that will age gracefully over time. Texture is key here. Mix matte cabinets with timber floors, stone worktops, or woven details in accessories, and you'll get that beautiful organic layered look. So which of these color combinations is your favorite? Or do you already have a different mix of colors that you're really loving at the moment? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll like this video where I look at some more beautiful kitchen projects and color ideas. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.